Welcome back to this week's Let's Play episode. We are currently doing a load of spraying and fertilizing contracts, and we are trying to make back all of the money that we need in order to pay that £1 million loan. We did really well in the last episode. We did make some decent progress, and we are against the clock with all of these contracts that we've got up. We leased out a new piece of equipment. We now have a cultivator on the farm, which is going to allow us to, again, hopefully make enough money that we can sustain ourselves. We did pay off a fair bit of the loan as well, and hopefully today we will be able to do the same thing. I'm going to go through all of these contracts, and again, every time that we hit 20,000, I will be paying off at least 5,000 for the loan. Once we've gone through all the cultivating, the spraying, and the fertilizing contracts, I'm going to be looking at which equipment I should be leasing out next. And I'm going to have to try and offset the monthly cost of them as well. The last thing I want is to have more outgoings than what we're making each month. And I'm quite worried for the winter periods. We do obviously have the big truck leased out as well, which means that deadwood and wood transport are going to be our bread and butter during those winter months. It is an interesting challenge, this one, and one I'm really enjoying. I think that we're not going to be too long before we can start buying land and properties and productions. And I hope it's not too long, because I really do want to start getting some passive income in the form of wind turbines and solar panels and just generally some land to store everything. The nice thing about 25 is that it has given us the ability to add solar panels to 9 times out of 10 for our sheds, which means that I can get a fairly cheap shed, pay about 30 grand more for it, and then be able to make money passively as well as somewhere storing the equipment. I think that's probably going to be one of the best things that we can do. However, we've got to get to that point. We've still got 960-ish thousand pounds to raise in order to be able to actually pay off the loan that we've got. This is a very highly restrictive farm and a very highly restrictive playthrough, but it's one that I think is going to make it very enjoyable, and it's going to really see just how good contracts are on a game like this when you have to rely on nothing but contracts and you don't have your own money coming in from either passive income or your own crops. Luckily, herbicide isn't too bad. Same with fertilizer. Like, it's a fairly high upfront cost, but once you've done that, the money is just basically yours to earn on it. And this sprayer, as I've said in every episode so far, has genuinely been an absolute lifesaver for the farm because of the amount of money it's generating us. For every 1 pallet that we're buying of either herbicide or fertilizer, we're generally making 1 to 2 times the amount of profit on top. So we will always at least double our money. They're also quite quick, even though this does run at 12 kilometers per hour, and I would love to use the Dino. I can't justify the leasing costs for that thing as much as it would definitely make this entire process much faster. The amount of money we would end up paying out for the Dino every month or two would just be too much. Almost done this first field, and then we're going to head back to the farm, unload the spray and pick up the fertilizer, possibly have to buy some more, and then get those 3 fertilizing fields done so we can start the cultivating and really letting the Prolander earn us the money back as well. Nice and easy 2 grand earned there. I am ever so slightly annoyed at the fact that the sprayer I bought the tank for the front, and then I realized after I'd done so that the front of the Challenger doesn't have a 3-point attacher. Something I should have known and remembered, but we vibe, we continue on. And if we ever do get around to getting a new tractor, one with a 3-point attacher on it, it will come into its own and be useful. I'm going to unload here, and then we're going to grab the fertilizer, of which I'm probably going to need some more. I can't remember how much we've got left in here. Well, we've got a fair bit. As long as we've got 600 litres, we should be able to get some of the contracts done first. So we're going to head to field 46, which is just round the corner, which is nice. Get that one out the way, and then we'll see what we're up to after that. Now, what is interesting is it wants me to fertilize a field that has got withered crops on it, which is a bit weird. I'm not going to lie. It is a bit weird. Bit odd that it would do that. But hey, we move. Not my field, not my problem. As long as they're paying us at the end of it, I don't really care. Okay. Let it finish folding out. Switch her on. And away we go. Again, the fertilizer is better than the sprayer. The fertilizer is much more efficient than the spray. It goes through a much slower rate, which is really handy. But they're still really both good money. And with the fields on Zielonka being much, much smaller than most of the others, it does mean that 600 litres of fert is going to take us quite far. Built around, maybe one down the edge and then two up the middle, maybe. It's a bit on the corner there. That's going to be upsetting. Still don't quite know why they are wanting us to fertilise a withered field. It does seem a little bit redundant almost. I'm also very much dreading how much it's going to cost me in leasing costs. When those lease payments come through, I'm probably going to cry. Another reason why I want to stay on around 15 to 20 grand at all times, just so that we've got enough to cover those constantly outgoing prices and outgoing costs. Still 83%, nice, quick and easy. Still 400 litres left, so we've only used 200. I would say that is a definite win, for sure. Up and at 'em, friends, up and at 'em. And contract finished just like that. I don't think that paid us a huge amount. All right, then. We've got field 56 and field 11. So we'll go up and we'll do 11 first, then we'll come back down to 56, I think. Then it leads us next to the shop, which means that we can unload the sprayer and pick up that wonderful Prolander to do the thing with as well. Okay, we've finally made it to field 11. I'm not going to lie. By going through all these fields and figuring out what they are compared to what they used to be on 22 is a little bit daunting. The numbers are all different and not what I was expecting, but it's fine. We will go through. We will fertilize. Okay, that's awkward. Decided not to start until I got way beyond the starting point. Didn't seem to feel like the very tip of this field was worthy of passing it as starting the contract. Somewhat annoying. This one's only worth a couple of hundred, and the same as 56. I don't think these are worth a huge amount, which is why I've not bothered getting any new fertilizer for this, because I don't think it's going to be warranted. I don't think we're going to need another tub of fertilizer to get this contract finished. Quite a fair bit of overlap though, which is kind of sucky. Always feels weird when it takes longer for you to get to your destination than it does to actually do the job that the contract wants you to do. Yay! Yeah, so this edge bit again, I'm going to go over. And done. Perfect. Right, so now we're going down to field 56, which is near the shop. And then what that is going to allow me to do will mean that I'll be able to just drive to the shop really quickly, drop off the sprayer, pick up the cultivator, and then we can start doing all the cultivating contracts. Alright then, another tiny field, but one that does need some attention for the farmers. Some sunflowers on 56, and like I say, it's not too far away from the shop level. That means that we can go straight from here and pick up the cultivator. Sorry, I'm just trying to work out why when I pressed the button it switched it on and then switched it off again, almost like it double sprayed. It was kind of weird. There we go. $130 litres. Hopefully it'll be enough to do this small field. That'd be a win. If I've got to go to the shop, buy another pallet of fertilizer to get the job done, I will cry. That will cost us more money than it's worth. We do only have 78 litres and counting left. Oh, this is going to be a problem. $48 left. You'll have to pause the video chat and let me know in the comments whether you think we're going to make it or not. $15 litres left and we're only 81% through. We're not going to do it. We're going to have to buy... another pallet of fertilizer to get a whopping 500 back. Oh, that is devastating for the farm. Hopefully, we'll get some more fertilizing contracts and we can make money off that. But if we get no more fertilizing contracts through, that has literally killed us. That has cost us so much money. I genuinely thought we'd have enough. I genuinely thought we would be okay. Alrighty then. Well, I guess we are loading up. I guess we're loading up. And this is going to be fine. I am concerned. Oh, no. So far, we've done a load of contracts and we're on less than what we started with. This is fine. Totally okay. Nothing going wrong at all. I am upsetty spaghetti at that. I think we're actually getting about 700 back from this. We're still not in a great spot, and having to do it when you've only got one fertilizing contract left is less than ideal, but it's fine. We vibe. On we go. I am so very upset. We're at 99%. I'm going to find the 1% that we haven't done, which will probably be the corner over here, because I know that we turned a bit. So we'll stick it on. There you go. Done. Oh, that is devastating. Right, we'll go and park it up. Like I say, there might be some more fertilizing contracts through. If we can get these 3 done quickly, we can take some more. And hopefully, because we're on September 1st, they'll have a decent amount of time left before they expire. We could have really done without that, but it's fine. Right, we're going to drop this down. We'll pick up the cultivator. We've still not used the plow yet. We have still not used the plow, which, again, is a little bit concerning. Because I bought that. I used £16,000 to go, yeah, no, that's a good idea. We'll do that one. Field 7, Field 10, and Field 31. I don't think we've got too far to go for any of these. I was correct. We did, in fact, not have far to go at all. There are a lot of fields that the AI have let go to wither, which does happen. Unfortunately, in a lot of games, they don't allow you to harvest them in time for whatever reason, and then the AI don't do it either, so you just end up with crop that is completely useless to everybody, and you just have to either take the field and start again, or let the AI finally get around to getting rid of it. It does hurt, though, no matter how many times it happens. You're like, all that money we could have had, but no, the AI didn't want to give us a job for it. Or in this case, had to sleep through it. Amazing how quick the month gets away from you when you're on 5 times speed. We're already on 12:30. We're in September, which means we've only got until about 6 or 7 before it starts getting dark. I'm hoping we can get these done. Again, we've got the Prolander, which on a map like Zielonka is a bit OP. It's not as OP as some of the big, like, 15-meter cultivators or whatever, which you really don't need. 7.5 meters is more than enough to get a lot of these contracts done fairly quick, sharp. Yes, I know, I missed a bit. I'd never make a proper farmer, and I certainly don't butter my bread properly because I miss bits, but it's kind of fine. Again, not my field, not my problem. What is my problem is the fact that I keep thinking I've hit a certain line for the assisted steering, and I actually haven't. And that's really annoying. Game does look absolutely incredible. I cannot, nor will I ever, get used to how good this game looks. Especially compared to 22 as well. Like, the improvements... I think you don't see a lot of the improvements because, like, new maps and stuff, which is why I like the fact that they do include a map from the previous game, because then you can compare the two and you're like, no, actually, this is huge. Also, if you do see me yawning in this video, I do apologize. It's quite cold in the UK, and I've put the heating on, and I've got a nice big thick woolly jumper on. And that just makes me get very, very lethargic, especially when playing a game as relaxing as FS25. Even though I'm playing a very not relaxing mode, and a very harsh challenge series. The actual sort of cultivating and everything is so generally relaxing. It's one of the reasons why I love this game both on and off stream. Just lowers my blood pressure, lowers my heart rate, just makes me nice, gives me all the warm and fuzzies. And if we can actually start making some serious cash, all the better for it. I think one of the main reasons why I like the Prolander as a cultivator as well is that it is so nimble. It is so maneuverable. You really can do pretty much anything you want with it, and it will just play ball. It is cheap for what it is worth, right? It's not that expensive as cultivators go. It is just a shallow cultivator. So a couple of uses of this, and you will probably need to plow the field again if you got periodic plowing on. But it 1010% does the job that you want it to do. Easily the best cultivator in the game. It's why I recommended it in my previous videos. Why I still recommend it, and it's why I lease this one over the others. 190 horses is all it requires, so we can use our little Challenger with it. No issues at all. Beautiful. Right, now we're starting to make some pennies. We do have some more. We've got a big fertilizing contract on 54. We've got 83 hours on that, right? So we're going to take that one. That is huge. We're going to take that one. We're going to take that one. We've got no cultivating. Tons of harvesting, which, as much as I want to, I can't afford the leasing. I can't justify the leasing. We've got a couple of spraying contracts as well that, again, have got like 83 hours. Oh, we got our first plowing contract. We might have to take that in a minute. We'll take the spraying as well. So good news is we do have a decent amount of contracts coming through. I was hoping we're going to have a few more. We've got the wood transport as well, which we might do in a bit. But let's go do field 7 and field 10, and then we can crack on with fertilizing. Since the sprayer's already got fertilizer in it, we might as well do that. And then from there, might even get away with doing a ploughing contract and seeing how that works. But spraying 54 is huge. There's no other way around that. Getting any of the contracts for field 54 is just a win. The amount of money we will make, 10 grand from the 3.2 for a full tub, is a win. Again, it wanted me to fertilize field 9, which has got withered crops on it. I don't think the AI knows what it's doing. Surely you'd cultivate it off. Or plow it out. But who am I to judge, I suppose? Who am I to make comment? I'm just a farmer with no land and no money, so what do I know? Beautiful. I will say this, cultivating over the withered crops is more satisfying than I thought it would be. It's a lot more satisfying than I ever dreamed it would be. Beautiful. I do like the beeps that you get with the GPS to let you know when you're sort of coming towards the end of a line. For those of us that don't pay enough attention. It's good to jolt you back to reality to go, oh, I know what I need to do. That's my bad. Once we've done field 7, we've got field 10 to do, and field 10 is just over there, and it's always been a weird shape. Always will be a weird shape. That's never going to change. Beautiful. Really nice, tightly turning circle there. Halfway fruit field. Now we're just left with the up downs, up downs. We can make the most of everything. Get a few extra bits out as well. Five rows, 6 rows left. Or $1.5 grand. We're obviously going to field 54 first. Because then we'll be able to pay another 5 grand off the loan. If we can get that done before we have to speed up time to September 2nd and possibly lose out on a shite ton of cash. Would be beneficial. %. Watching that number go up forever and ever. I will say, using a Prolander with an articulated tractor is not as nice as using it with a front-wheel drive. The wheel of the cultivator tends to get caught in the wheel of your tractor. Less than ideal. 98. 99. Are we there? There we go. The other thing that's nice about the Prolander is you can fold it from the lowered position. Whereas with the Porsche, you have to raise it up and then fold it. Really annoying. Okay, we have made it to the last cultivating field that we've got. Very oddly shaped, very awkwardly shaped. Really good field for potatoes. I think on 22, I had actually grass on this for the longest time. Made for a really nice grass field. Where are you? There we go. Nope. Stop selecting the wrong GPS. That would be ideal. Apparently, you got to be really, really quick when selecting your line. Otherwise, it likes to choose a different one entirely. Less than ideal in most situations. Oopsie daisy. Overshot that one just a wee bit. Easy enough to correct. It's actually going to follow me all the way around. That would be really nice if it did. That's nice. That's why I screwed up on the first bit, because I didn't let it just take me. I tried to override it, which is never ideal. You don't want to be doing that. Nice and quick to bash these out, though. And then back to fertilizing. But it means it further encompasses the fact that I was right to buy the sprayer, because we get the fertilizing contracts and the herbiciding contracts. And it just allows us to maximize on the amount of profit. And because I own it, I'm not paying leasing costs, so it's literally just the cost of the product. As long as I'm able to get at least one, maybe 2 fields per tub, I'm making enough profit to warrant it. You have to let me know in the comments what your most satisfying job is. What do you get the most enjoyment out of? I think for contracts, cultivating is definitely up there for me. Because it's a very drastic change, right? It's a very, very drastic change of the land. To go from, like, you know, withered or harvested crops to fit, healthy, ready to be used again land is a good feeling for me. We're not really getting that much, like, that mucky either. We've got a few bits of mud and stuff on the tractor, but for the most part, still fairly clean. And much to the dismay and horror and upsetness of a lot of you, I can't buy the pressure washer until we paid off the loan. And because it's technically under the vehicle section now in miscellaneous, I can't even buy one until all of the leases are up. Sucks. $99, I'm going to literally turn around, do the smallest bit of this, and it's going to be like, yeah, no, you're done. There you go. The one done. Another one done. I've got another quarter vein, but it's really, really small. That one. Like that one. Do we do that? Do we do the small one? Basically free money at this point, but it is quite a long way away. Okay, we'll do it. We might as well. We might as well head down. Get to field 86. Get it done. It's a little bit of cash. And then we can start fertilizing. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We've got a few hours of daylight left. Got a few hours left on the contract, so it's not going to be the end of the world. We're not going to expire. We're not going to lose any. We've kept up to date with that. 81 is the one we're at. So let's go ahead and get this one cultivated ASAP. Make that money. I'm going to press the right button. We won't get anywhere too drastically wrong. And then we can start work on the fertilizing and the spraying, which we are going to be doing a lot of over the course of the first year in the game, I think. Slowly chipping away. I think the reason why I like having a cultivator, though, over the sprayer, as much as the sprayer and the fertilizer does make us a lot of profit, we're still having to spend on produce as well, like on products. Whereas with a cultivator, yeah, we're leasing the cultivator, but we're making money on it every single time. We're not having to pay any extra on top. Makes it a much more clear-cut sort of profit margin. Easier to work out is what I'm saying. It's less maths. And less math involved is a good thing. No way, shape or form is it ever not a good thing to have less math involved. We do like good small field. Net 2, net 3. It's interesting to see how it works out percentages with different sizes of fields as well. Hold that up. Okay, cool. So we're now going to head back to the shop, connect the sprayer again, and go and fertilize field 54, which is right next to the shop, which is good because it's a massive field. An amazing thing about Zielonka is the fact that it never really takes you long to get anywhere. It's why this map works really well on Twitch as well, or as it did on 22, because you were constantly doing stuff. Because there was a lot more fields, there's a lot more contracts, there was always something to do, and you were never taking too long to get there. I think it's why it's going to work really well with this playthrough idea as well, because with the amount of contracts coming through, because they're smaller fields, they're not giving you that much for each field. but you're doing so much of it that feels like you're going to make it back quite quickly. Especially with this. This contract is going to mean that we're going to be able to pay 10 grand off of the loan in one go, which is going to be huge. As we know, the more we can get, the absolute better. Right, we might even be able to do 15. $15 would be amazing. Like I say, if we can aim for 15 grand per session. The other nice thing about this is that the field we're doing, it is really obvious to tell where you've been and where you haven't. The ground is so much darker with fertilizer to not fertilized. Probably a good thing the way I'm driving at the minute. I wonder if we're going to be able to do this on just one tank. I don't think we will. I think 54 is going to make us refill. But again, it's right next to the shop, so it's not a huge problem. It's not a big deal. It's not a big issue if it does. Oh, we are 100% going to be doing a full headlands here. Yeah, I think we are going to need to refill. As much as I would love that we don't need to, because that would just maximize the profit margin, I think we're going to have to use the rest of whatever's in that tub. Thankfully, it's still 800 litres, so I don't think we're going to need more than that. That still means we're getting 3 times the profit margin, which is huge. The field that saved us. That's what we're going to call this. It's like, we basically, with this challenge, we've got 18 months, well, 19 months with the fact that I leave something in September. We've got 19 months to earn that million. So that we've got the million paid off, and then the lease ends, and then we can start looking at paying, buying our own equipment. Whether that comes to pass or not, I don't know. Because it's like, do we just keep the equipment for another 12 months, or 18 months, I should say, and just focus on getting land? Like, I don't know what equipment I should lease next. I don't know where we're going to go with it. I would like to think we've got a plan, but I don't know. We're in September, so we might get a couple of sowing contracts come through, maybe. We've had our first ploughing contract, which I will be taking. Get some ploughing done. Used about 60%. And all we've done is go around the outside, around the outside, around the outside. We're overlapping a lot with this line. So it's like, what does this go up? Then we're going to have to come back down here and then go all the way around again. Or we do that line last and we carry on going left. That might be the play, maybe. I just need to find out what what the AI is playing at, what is concocted in its little head for us, and go from there. I also really, really want that 10 grand. I think what we'll do is we'll get to the end of this row. Then we'll go and top up. I'm not halfway through a row when I run out. If we make it to the end of this row at all. I think we might have to buy another tub. I have the worst feeling that we're going to have to buy another tub. Field 57, be big. At least we're doing it on the right pass. And stop. Wait for it to fold up. Go and get some more. Come back. Finish up from where we were. 2, maybe 3 runs. Already 3:30. This is... Time is getting away from me and I don't like it. Okay, we got to here, didn't we? Nice and easy to line up again, though. We're off again. Not as satisfying as cultivating, but it is easy money. Well, as long as you can do your math right and work out exactly how many crates of fertilizer you need. I still think the solid fertilizer is way more efficient to use. Like it's a higher upfront cost, but you get so much more out of solid fertilizer. I feel that liquid fertilizer goes down way too quickly. Basically going for 140 liters per minute right now. It's a lot. And turn and go, and turn and go. And then worst comes to worst, we're going to go all the way to the other side of the field. Get the last little strip all the way up. Somewhat annoying. Not as annoying as the fact that the percentage is not growing up that quick. It's taking its time. We're getting through. We're making good progress, I think. I'm going over it in my head, like, a lot. As to whether I'm making the right choices, whether I've got the right equipment. But I think I have. Oh, excuse me. Coughing on a Let's Play. The nerve. The thing I'm concerned about is the fact that we've only got 300 litres left. I've still got, at minimum, a line to go. At worst case, 2. I don't know whether it's going to be enough to do 2. I don't know if it's going to be enough to do 1. Being frugal with fertilizer. Not something I'm used to, friends. And again, I'm very, very sorry about all the yawns. Also not a fan of how the engine sounds like it's giving out. Got to a very low gear all of a sudden. Come on, Mr. Challenger, you can do this. We're up to 90%, so I've missed a lane out, like down there. I think with 145 litres, we managed to get through with 24 left. This is going to be cutting it very fine. Like, we're going to have to buy more fertilizer anyway. 73 and 9. But I'm hoping I can get this done without having to. Go, 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 go! 100 litres and 4%. Why is it so close? I'm just looking at the amount of fertilizer I've got left. And apparently the amount of fertilizer I need, there's 98. Oh, God. Are we going to do it? 99 with 40 litres left to get 1% out of this. Yeah, did it. We did it. That was terrifying. £9,700 though, so we do need to do... Oh, we've got 3 more cultivating contracts here as well. Or with like 80 hours on, so I'm not going to run out of them if we do have to speed time, which is good. Not bothered about Deadwood yet. Cultivating contracts we could live with. I don't think we've got any other fertilizer enough for you. We've got plowing, stone picking. Yeah, no. So, we are going to need to buy another pallet of fertilizer. That's fine. I'm okay with that. And we've got 25 grand left. So if I pay off 10 grand of the loan after all, it should be us about right. So repay. So 955 grand. We've paid £45,000 back off the loan already. I'm all right with that. I'm actually quite proud of that. And then we've got a load of cultivating. We've got spraying to do. We've got field 73 and field 9. Need fert. We've got field 4 and 66 at one spray. We've got 2 half pallets of the spray, so that's good. Where is field 73? 73 is up there. So if we do field 73 and then across to field 9, I think, and then straight down to pick up the spray, the herbicide. And again, we've got to do this against the clock because it's already 4 PM. I would very much like to repay another 5 grand off, but if not, we've still paid 10. We're slowly chipping away. 73 then. A nice little one again. Shouldn't take us too long. I think it'll make us a couple of £100, but a couple of £100's better than no. Beautiful. Straight down. A bit annoying that we're going to be overlapping as much as what we are to get it done. Again, another advantage of like the Dino or the AgriFac is that it's so much wider. You can do the field in one pass. Means you're using less fertilizer. But I'm honestly okay with it. I honestly am fine with this. We don't get like double fertilization. Field 9's going to take a little bit more fert, but also pays us much better. So take what you can. How much does that one pay us? I think it's about £700 for that one, isn't it? 400. Oofed. Remember, we spent another 3.5 to get the pallet of fertilizer. We are making profit on them. I just don't think we're making enough profit to warrant what we're spending right now. But then at the same time, we're staying on the same sort of balance of money, and we're paying the loan off. So I think at the minute it's going to come down to how much per month we're spending on the leasing items. If we can if we're not paying that much per month, bearing in mind we've got one big item, we've got the tractor, and we've got all of the little bits as well. I don't know. I haven't seen the finances, but I don't know how much we're going to be paying on leasing costs. Especially if I decide to get more equipment like a seeder. Which is highly probable. But if we do get a seeder, I need to do it end of September. But anyway. Irrelevant information. And we're off. I think this is another 1.5. I don't know how much I waste. Then we've got 2 spraying contracts and 3 curl. And I'm alright with that. I'm not too bad. That's not bad. And we're on 5:30. I think we can get the sewing or 4:30, I should say. We can get the sewing contracts done before 6:30. Then we're laughing. We're going to ignore that little bit that I may or may not have cultivated by accident. Fine. It's all withered. It's all withered, so it'll just get ploughed over. And because we're doing these fertilizing contracts, that might actually give us those cultivating contracts that we want. So by doing this, it's going to open the door for more contracts to make us more money. And it's nice and easy to get back to the shop. We just head straight down. straight down that one path. And we'll be all good. I've missed a bit again. Just weird shapes, yo. Or have I? I mean, we've still got a bit to do, but I don't think I've gone over... I don't think I missed a line down there, so we might just be able to turn around and do it anyway. We might be okay. We might have done it right without realising. Which I'm 1000% okay with, because we've still got 700 litres left. Let's go. At 6. Swear it does the last 4% slower than anything else in the world. 97. 98. 9. And we're done. That paid us, yeah, nearly 2. That's more like it. That's more like it. So we got another 2 fertilizing contracts to do. One's for 2 grand, one's for 1.5. It is on the way, so we'll take 43. Again, these have all got like 80 hours on them, which is fantastic. And 89. I don't know whether we're going to need more for 43 or not. We might do. 2 grand is a little bit more than this one, so we'll have to wait and see. But this contract would allow us to pay off more on the loan. It's only the loan that matters. Forever the loan, nothing else. Unload. Or unfold over unload, maybe. $600 Can we do this one field? Like, it's very thin, but it's also very, very long. If we can pay off a bit more loan. If can't, then I'm just going to have to buy more. But at least they keep coming. That is the major win of this map. Like, the contracts keep coming. They keep refreshing themselves. I've got plenty to keep me going. They're not going to run out anytime soon. We are almost at 5 o'clock in game, though. And that sun is getting nice and low. And I'm expecting my money to just start going down. What we pay this off, we paid the first 50 grand. I'd say that's a bloody win in anybody's book. We're also going to get it done. I think we're going to get it done on one tank. We have to buy for field 89. Which you know, it is what it is. Bam, bam, ba, da, ba, da, ba. It's just going to turn around and say I missed a bit, in which case I'm going to cry. Like, I know where it is. It'll be that bit that we went down. I wasn't quite lined up. But we do have enough fertilizer that's okay. Oh, wait. I only filled up the once, haven't I? I might not need to buy any more I might just need to top up. I don't like that there's another line here, meaning that, like, it's the smallest bit that I'm doing. Like, I'm probably only getting this end bit here. But it's fine, because I can top up another 800 litres from the shop. Not have to buy any more fertilizer, which means this is a complete win. I am taking the wins that I can. When I can, where I can on this map. We are penny pinching maximum. There you go. We did it. We did it, friends. We got it sorted. 2,000 full, and then finances. Up to 20 grand. We're going to pay another 5 off. First 50 grand officially paid off from the loan. 950,000 a go. Right, top up with the fertilizer here, then go down to field 89. Field 89 is... Where is field 89? 7... Oh, 89's down there, so it's straight down. Oh, that's not too bad. I can live with that. And again, 900 litres should be more than enough, I think. It's another field that has withered. Thank you so much, AI. I really appreciate that. I love it when the AI don't let me harvest in time. But again, it's also down to the fact that I wasn't able to set the time any slower. But if the game allowed you to set the days per month and everything before you loaded into the game, so you could actually get 4 days per month in August, that would be so much better. I'd be off to such a better start. And I don't know why they didn't intend or help us do that. Kind of sucks. She's getting lower, but we've still got plenty of daylight. Might be able to squeeze out like a 6:30 finish here. And again, if we can do all these and then get a load of ploughing and cultivate contracts as well, it's just more of a win for everybody involved. By everybody involved, I mean me. More of a win for me. My win. I'm okay with that. You know, I said, oh, we've got plenty of sunrise left. I don't think we've got any sun left at all. Once you get really dark by 6 and we have to speed up time. Two more runs means that 800 litres really genuinely was enough. Stretching the amount of money we're getting back per pallet is proving beautiful. Especially since I didn't need to buy another pallet to get this field done, which I'm so grateful for. If I'd have bought it without remembering, I think I might have just flipped my lid a little bit. Nope, that one. Got the pretty lake. Nan. 100. Random a bit. That for us. I do wonder whether we should get like a mower on the back. Maybe that should be the next piece of equipment we lease. Because mowing contracts can pay really, really well. We'll get the cultivating and the spraying and everything done first, and then we'll figure out where we're at after that. We might be able to squeeze one spraying contract out before it's too late. Maybe. Again, everything's got 80 hours on it, which means we should be okay to get it all done before the end of the month. But obviously, the more I can get done, the more I can accept, the more I can finish, the better. Right, we're going to unload here. And then these are both herbicide, I believe. Which means we can fill up with both. See what we're left with. So, we've got field 4 and field 66. I know where field 4 is, but where is field 66? That's the question. Oh, it's over there. So we can do field 66 and then we can go to field 4 after. Right across the road. Hopefully do that all before, I think it's 6:30. We've got maybe 7 at a push. Again, the thing is with Zielonka is everything looks really far away until you drive in. You're like, actually, that didn't take too long at all. Which I'm hoping for me is a good sign because it means that I will be able to get these done, both of these done, and jump in the cultivator. And with these weeds, we can see where we've been, which makes it a lot easier. A lot of the weeding contracts, I'm like, I have no idea where I've been. When you get them like this, where you can see all of the weeds just getting absolutely decimated, winning for all of us. The sun is still in the sky. I'm keeping an eye on it. Keeping an eye on it. She's setting, but setting slowly. Okay. I'm back down. I hate how quickly herbicide goes down as well. Definitely less efficient than fertilizing, but then at the same time you get paid more for herbicide contracts than you do with fertilizing. Like Field 54, for example, if that was a herbicide contract, we'd have got paid 12 grand, not 9. Not bothered about the rain. We're not harvesting. The rain doesn't play a part. We're okay with it. We're fine. Right, that's that one done. Taking us back to 15k. We've just hit 6 o'clock. Get across the field for ASAP and get this spraying out the way. Field 4 again looks bigger than what it actually is. So as a result, we can get these sunflowers. We can get these sunflowers looking amazing. Again, really can't see a lot of weeds here, so it makes it a bit difficult because the weeds are so much smaller. You can kind of see them, kinda, but then it is almost sunset as it is 6:15 in game. Love the sound effects of the rain. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that the rain doesn't even so much as touch the windows. I'm not a fan of the way that the rain looks in the air, especially from cab view. We've got a cab view here. Like, the window wipers are going, but nothing's hitting it. And if you look outside, like, for the world, it's just really badly sort of done. But the sound effects and outside of the cab, like on the wing mirrors and stuff outside, it's phenomenal what they've done. It really is. The way that you get the wet look on the metal and stuff looks absolutely incredible. The problem is that it doesn't match with the rest of the game almost. But that's by the by. Our lights are starting to be more effective. It's just getting darker. I am wasting a lot of herbicide doing it this way. But I think that's it. I think by the end of this road, we should have done it. Maybe. Unless I missed a bit somewhere. Oh no, we did. Just. Cool. We got paid. That's a good thing. So we've got 3 cultivating contracts to do. We have got more fertilizing coming in. No thingy in yet. So we'll take the fertilizing. There. And I think I'm also going to take that ploughing contract as well. Because, you know, we bought a plough and we haven't used it yet. We bought a plough and we've not used it yet. We've got another spraying contract come through as well. So we'll accept all of these. And then what we can do is after we have time. The ones I'm not going to take right now are the wood transport and the deadwood. Because they always have the least amount of time to them. We're going to drive down to shop, marketplace, where I can then get ready and see where we're going to go. I mean, we've got 1 spraying contract to do on 41. And we have got some time left. I might see if we can sneak in with a quick spray on the way back. Get some more money. It's pushing it. It's pushing it. The sun is on the horizon. But we're on the way. And we are going to be able to see where we've been because nice big sun, that sun is on the horizon. Oh, we are pushing this. We are pushing this. But then I can unload, get some fertilizer, and then September 2nd we can smash on with the fertilizing. We're watching it disappear. It is really pretty. We are watching it disappear. Come on, little challenger. You can do this. You can do this. I believe in you. The second that hits 7 PM, I've got to stop regardless. And it's not the end of the world. Like, I can down tools and we've got time on the contract, so we can do it on September 2nd. But I like finishing jobs, you know? I like finishing them before things go bad. I'd also like to know if we're actually going to make it with the herbicide we've got left. Feels a little bigger than what I thought. And the sun is disappearing. We've got 15 in-game minutes left. We'll be fine. One row. We got 13 minutes in game to get this one row done. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, move. Anybody else tense right now? I feel like this is more tense than farming shim should be. You know? I feel this is much more than it should. Nine minutes. We've done it. We can make our way back to the shop. Tools are down. And then we can rest up. Beautiful. Done. Not enough to make another payment. Realistically, not enough to make another payment, but I can't complain at that at all. Going really well there, friends. Got another spraying contract coming in. Only 360 quid. I think we'll leave that one and see if it's still there after we've rested up, because 360 quid is not a lot of money, especially if I then end up needing to refill, which I will. So what we'll probably do is the cultivating contracts first, and then the fertilizing after, and then once we've done all that and paid off another bit of the loan, then we can look at doing other things. I am proud of us. We've done well this session. We're up to 950k left. Significant chunk has been paid off. Beautiful. Right. Let me rest up and see what, if anything, we get. We're going to head back to here. And then we're going to rest up. So obviously we don't own this, but I do like the fact that it gives us a rest point, even though you don't own the land. That is hella nice and useful. So we're losing £791 a month and £2.5 grand on leasing costs, which isn't actually that bad. That's not that bad at all. We've got one deadwood, still loads of hoeing, a mowing contract is still there. That's spraying. So yeah, we'll crack on with these next episode. I will probably do the cultivating first, and then the ploughing after, and then we'll crack on with more fertilizing, and hopefully more spraying contracts come up as well. So that's our plan. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think the next piece of equipment I should buy is. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you all next time. Ciao, ciao.